What's up, guys? This is Miguel here, auto body technician, collision technician. That's what they call them nowadays. It is Monday. It is nice and gloomy outside, and I'm driving to the shop right now, and I thought I'd make a video this week in which I share how to go about your week as an auto collision technician. And the goal this week is to flag 100 hours. That's always the goal. Last week I was able to flag 120. That was great. So this week we're gonna try to replicate that, but like I said, the goal is 100. All right, so we're at the shop now. I'm about to put my boots on. These are the boots I wear. Keen. I need to get me a new pair, but I've had these for at this point like 10 months, and I love it, man. I love the way they look. I don't know, I just like this like sole on them. They're actually pretty comfortable. The only downside is that I think I kneel on my right leg a lot, so the toe, I had to put some plastic on there to cover the hole, but other than that, it's pretty fucking good. Alright, so this is the first car I'm going to be working on today. It's 2017 Nissan Sentra. It pays 12 hours to do the entire repair. So we got a new hood, we got a new bumper, we have a new fender on the left side, and the only thing we're actually going to repair is the right side fender. So gonna get started on that. I'm still waiting on parts, but while parts get here, I'm gonna knock this little repair out. Alright, so I think it's good enough now to grind and put some putty. We're good to go. '80 grit. So while this is drying, I'm gonna move it around. I'm gonna move it over here because I have another car that I have to pull a dent out in, and I don't want to move all this stuff, so I'd rather just move the car around. Time for the second repair that we're gonna work on today. This one's 2016 Toyota Highlander. We're fixing two doors on this. Fixing the rear door, replacing the front door, blending the fender, and removing the front bumper. That's pretty much it. I have a used door that I need to take apart to its paint, and I have a rear dent. It's not that big. Let's see how much. Rear door repair. 3.5 hours. Alright, so I was fixing this dent. Flip the camera on. I was fixing this. It's coming out pretty good. But then started looking back here, and it's kind of hard to see because it's very dark in there. But I think the actual frame of the door is slightly pushed in. Now I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, if that's the natural shape. That's supposed to be kind of round. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this front door off. I'm gonna put the used door on, and then close it, and then just check that the gaps are even before I even try to put any kind of filler on this or any kind of finishing lace. So if you ever need to take off a door by yourself, especially a door that's still assembled and has everything in it, they can be pretty heavy. So what I like to do sometimes is put a jack underneath it, take out the last bolt, and just let it sit on the jack, and then once it's on the jack, then I carry it. That way it's just a little easier. You'll see what I'm talking about. Alright y'all, so I got the used door on here. I wanted to check the gap. It was slightly, the
rear door was slightly pushed in, so I just took a slide hammer and gave it a couple wags, and it came right out. It was just the tiniest bit. But now I put some putty on there. I'm gonna wait for it to dry, sand it, and then I still have to R&I the front bumper and the wheel opening molding on the fender. But after that, this will be ready for paint. But in the meantime, while that dries, I have a new job. Let me show you guys. This is what I'm going to be working on next. We got a little ding. And we're gonna blend the quarter since it's so close. So gonna have to R&I the rear bumper, tail light. So yeah, gonna get started on that. Quick bumper repair on this. It's gonna pay about 3 hours. 2.8 hours plus like 2 hours to take it off. Not bad. Alright y'all, so this one's pretty much torn down the door, and this door, I'm just fixing some scratches on it, but the pilot bumper's all painted, so I'm gonna have to throw that back on right now. What's up guys, it's Tuesday morning now. Let me show you guys what's going on in the shop. The Rango, I'm gonna be doing the body work on this. A little bullet hole, or like a bullet dent, and then turn on this bumper, and hopefully I get the rest of the parts for this. So I'm waiting on a hood. And I think a bumper for this. Alright, so I didn't really record this one because it's not really that interesting. But it was just a catalytic converter, new O2 sensor, and new gaskets. I'm not sure how much this job pays. It's usually like only like 2 hours. But it might be more just because we have to refill the coolant. This quick update, I got the parts for the Sentra. I also finished the bodywork. So that's good to go, just need some primer. Checking the bumper. You got the hood and the fender, so red bumper. It's Wednesday morning. I didn't record much last night. Yesterday was kind of a slow day. I only had that Prius with the catalytic converter, and then at the very last 10 minutes of the day I got this Hyundai Tucson. So I'm gonna be working on that, tearing that down. It's a lift gate and bumper repair. So far, my work in progress, I have about 70 hours, so kind of a slow week, but we'll see what we can do. Alright guys, now it's time for the weekly new tool segment. This week I ventured into the Snap-on toolbox and bought my first, actually I have a couple Snap-on things, but I didn't buy them. They were all just gifted to me. But this was my first ever Snap-on purchase. And the only reason I bought it is because I've had maybe 2 or 3 cars in the past months where I had to get a clip out, and I wished I had a longer clip tool. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is a clip tool I use every day. I got it from Matco, and it's good. It does what I need. It pops clips out. It's an essential tool, right? But then I found out Snap-on has this. It's a 3-piece tool removal set, and I mean, look at this one. It comes with the long boy, medium boy, and a small boy. How much did I pay for this? With tax, it was $151. Now the way I rationalize that is each one of these was $50. Now granted, something like this is probably like $40. So for an extra $10, you get the Snap-on brand, you get the Snap-on lifetime warranty, and you get the long boy. And I was gonna wait to open these until I actually needed them. And today I'm working on this Tucson, and I'm trying to take the spoiler off, and it has all these clips along the side that are hard to reach. I really don't want to break it, so I think I'm gonna try out this tool and see how good it is. So let's see here. Yeah, we got the small boy, medium boy. So this one's for like smaller clips. Just to compare it to like my Matco one, that's kind of like the difference. I guess these two would be the more similar ones. This one's just round. This one has a little like square part off of it, and the angle on them slightly different as well. I do have to say the handles on the Snap-on stuff are really comfortable, and they just look great. And then the long boy. So I guess these are very similar. The angle's very similar. But it's just a lot longer. I can honestly say that if it wasn't for that tool, I probably would have broken that. So there's actually some additional damage on this right here. Let's see it better. And this angle is pushed in. The floor, it's also pushed in. So we can remove the exhaust. The shield needs to come off. And this needs to be pulled. The interior's gonna have to come out. So you guys saw I have another tear down. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. Alright, so quick, just gonna walk through the shop, see what's going on today, see what I can get done. Highlander, paint it, need to hang the door, build it, put the headlight on, that's good to go. Hyundai Tucson, I did most of the repair yesterday already. So I just gotta, here's some broken paint here that I need to grind. And then I just need to work this a little bit more with the hammer and the dolly. But it's out. It's not in anymore. Fix the floor as well. So that's nice and flat now, which is good. Sentra. Highlander. Finally got the hood for that yesterday, so that should be getting painted today. Durango, some primer as well. Hopefully that gets painted today. Got a little bit of a dent right here. This metal's really strong, so I'm probably gonna weld a tab and then just pull it out. Malt clamp. I'm gonna be using these. They're a little metal. It's a low metal plate, and it has this rolled groove right here. Then you take your malt clamp, you slide it in here, and then you could attach a chain. You could attach a slide hammer. Anything you need to pull on it. And the reason I'm going to use this is because the metal on that lower apron part is pretty thick, so a regular dent puller probably wouldn't do anything to it. It would probably just make holes and break the metal off, but this will actually pull it. Alright, so if you're still watching this video, I actually never filmed an outro for it. And it's also been about 3 months since I filmed all of that footage. I actually edited all of it, and I watched through it maybe once or twice. And then, I don't know, I just felt like it was kind of like boring and not very interesting. But then again, it's my first time doing it, and it's taking up space on my computer, which is the reason that I started going through these files right now. And instead of just deleting it, I figured I would post it on YouTube. And if anybody's watching this, just leave a comment. Let me know if you like that type of video. what other kind of content maybe I could do. And yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna try and make some more content. Lately, ever since I filmed that video, I've gotten a lot of new tools, so maybe I could do some tool reviews. Maybe I could do some, like, I don't know, day in the life of the footage that you watch. I think it was more like a whole week worth of work. So it's kind of spotty, you know, and I didn't really film everything. So, you know, my apologies if it sucks, but it's my first video. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys soon. Later.